Want to speak real English from your first lesson? Sign up for your free lifetime account at EnglishClass101.com.
Ooh! Ah! I lost the iPad! Hi everybody, welcome back to Know Your Verbs. My name is Alicia, and in this episode, we're going to talk about the verb lose. So let's get started. So the basic definition of this verb is to miss something from your possessions, or to miss something from its typical or its regular location. For example, I lost my keys. I always lose a sock in the laundry. So let's look at the conjugations of this verb. Present, lose, loses. Past, lost. Past participle, lost. Progressive, losing. So now let's talk about some additional meanings of this verb. The first additional meaning of this is to suffer because of no longer having something. So examples of this, I lost my father in the war. She lost her arm in a terrible accident. So in both of these situations, there's a serious loss, there's serious suffering. In the first example, I lost my father. It means my father died in the war. In the second example, she lost her arm in a terrible accident. It means she was separated from her arm, like her arm was so badly injured that she no longer had it as a result of the accident. So these are serious situations of suffering or serious problems. The second meaning is to fail to use something. So let's look at some examples. I lost so much money on this project. And you're gonna lose a lot of time if you don't work more efficiently. Okay, so in the first one, I lost so much money on this project, meaning I failed to use money effectively, or I failed to use my money in a good way in this project. I lost money as a result of this project. In the second example, you're gonna lose a lot of time. So in other words, you're not going to use your time efficiently. You're going to fail to use your time well, in other words. Meaning 3, let's go on to the third meaning. The third meaning is to fail to maintain something, like to fail to maintain your mental state, for example. Let's look. Examples. She lost her mind when she saw her bank account had been emptied. And he ran too fast and lost his breath. So the first one, she lost her mind. It doesn't mean like her head was separated from her body. It means she lost control of, she could not maintain her mental state, her mental condition, because something else happened. Like she lost her mind when she saw her bank account had been emptied. Like she went crazy. Oh my gosh, it was such a surprising situation. She lost her mind. She lost control. In the second example sentence, he lost his breath because of running. So he could not control his breathing, but we say lost my breath, or he lost his breath. So that means he could not maintain his breathing. The fourth meaning is to get rid of something, So we see this in examples like, you really need to lose some weight. Oh, and we lost our attackers by hiding under a bush. You really need to lose some weight. So meaning you need to get rid of some weight from your body. You need to remove weight from your body. In the second example, we lost our attackers means we were separated. We were able to separate ourselves. We were able to remove the attackers from us because we hid under a bush in this case. I don't know what the situation is. But either way, you're separating from something else. You're removing yourself from something else. Losing weight, or losing your attackers in this case. Let's go on to some variations of this verb then. All right, first variation. The first variation is to lose one's lunch. To lose one's lunch. This is an expression we use that means to vomit, means to throw up, to lose your lunch. Examples of this. Ugh, I'm about to lose my lunch. And someone lost their lunch on the airplane. So in that second sentence, it doesn't mean that someone forgot lunch in their seat on the airplane. This is an expression that we use to mean someone vomited on an airplane. Someone lost their lunch on an airplane. But it sounds less disgusting to say lose your lunch. It's like, because the idea is like you ate lunch and then it came back up and you lost it. It was separated from you. You lost your lunch. That's the idea. We don't say lost your breakfast. We don't say lost your dinner. We only say lunch. I don't know why, but that's the expression.
Oh, I lost my brunch.
I lost my brunch. Yeah, it's always lost my lunch. Always lost my lunch. So it means to vomit, to throw up. You. Okay. The last variation for this verb is to lose it. To lose it, where it is your emotional control. To lose it. So to lose it means to go crazy, to lose your emotional control. So examples of this. My mom lost it when I said I'd spent all her money. And the second example, my boss is gonna lose it when he finds out we didn't meet our goals for the month. Okay, so in these sentences, we see in the first one, my mom lost it means my mom lost her emotional control. She was no longer able to maintain her emotional control. So she lost it. So it is emotional control. In the second sentence, my boss is gonna lose it, meaning in the future. My boss is gonna go crazy in a bad way when he sees that we didn't meet our sales goals. So my boss is going to lose his emotional control. He's gonna lose it. So it's quite a casual expression that means like to go crazy for a bad reason often. So those are a few ways to use the verb lose that maybe you didn't know before. If you have any questions or if you want to try to make a sentence, please feel free to do so in the comment section of this video. If you liked the video, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and check us out at EnglishClass101.com for other good stuff too. Thanks very much for watching this episode of Know Your Verbs, and we'll see you again soon. Bye! Don't lose focus on your studies!